JFN, welcome to the JFN pre-show, JFN Week 6 pre-show. I got my top quarterbacks, my top running backs, my top wide receivers, and also my Week 6 game picks. So, join in if you guys enjoy the stream. Drop like I'm dropping my game picks on Thursday afternoon or even Wednesday night on TikTok. So go follow my TikTok at 49ers underscore news 24 JFN. I'll talk about the Niners on there, and I also post my game picks. So I'm gonna start with my game picks first. My game picks last week. Let's review them. Last week I had the Denver Broncos winning. I got that wrong. So I'm gonna count my wins. I got the Broncos over the Colts. That was wrong. I had the Packers over the Giants. That was wrong. I had the Patriots over the Lions. That was right. One. Chargers over the Browns. That's another one right. Chargers did win that. Texans versus Jaguars. I had the Jaguars. The Jaguars lost. Tampa Bay versus the Falcons. The Bucks won by that roughing the passer. The roughing the passer calls are so bad this year so far. I hope they get better. Bills Steelers. I had the Bills winning. They dominate the Steelers. The Steelers did not look good. Dolphins Jets. I had the Dolphins winning. I got that wrong. Bears Vikings. I had the Vikings winning. The Vikings barely beat the Chicago Bears, but I got that right. Titans versus the Commanders. I had the Titans winning. I got it right. 6. Saints Seahawks. I had the Saints winning. That's 7. Niners Panthers. I had the Niners winning. That's 8. I had the Eagles versus the Arizona. I had the Eagles winning. That's 9. Cowboys Rams. That was my upset of the week. I had the Cowboys. That's 10. I had the Bengals over the Ravens. That's wrong. And I had the Chiefs. That's 11. So I got 11 out of 11 out of 16. That was my record from last week. This week for week 6, I had the Bears over the Commanders. I already got that wrong. But I have the Bengals over the Saints. I have the Buccaneers over the Steelers. I have the 49ers over the Falcons. I have the Jets over the I have the Packers over the Jets. I have the Dolphins over the Vikings. I have the Rams over the Panthers. I have Arizona over Seattle. I have Buffalo over Kansas City Chiefs in the game of the week. I got the Bills winning. I got the Eagles over the Cowboys. I got the Chargers over the Broncos. I got the Ravens over the Giants. I got the Jaguars over the Colts. And I got New England over Cleveland. So those are my game picks of the week. And now let's get into my top player of the week. My top players of the week. Let's start with quarterback. At number 5, I have Jimmy Garoppolo going against the Atlanta Falcons. Jimmy Garoppolo, he needs to build his momentum going into next week. As a 49ers fan, I need to see Garoppolo have momentum going into next week because next week is a big week for the 49ers, and it's going to be my upset of the week. I got the 49ers winning first with the Chiefs, but if Garoppolo could build his confidence right now versus Atlanta versus easy teams. Atlanta, we played Carolina last week, we won. If he could build his confidence, we're going to be good versus the Chiefs. So I got Garoppolo at number 5. I think he's going to have a great game. At number 4, I have Patrick Mahomes going against the Buffalo Bills. When it's a big game, you know Mahomes going to show out. He just came back from a 17-point lead versus the Raiders. I got Patrick Mahomes at number 4. At number 3, I got Tom Brady going against the Steelers. The Steelers are just not looking good this year, in my opinion. Kenny Pickett did give them a little spark, but last week, Kenny Pickett did not look good. I hope Kenny Pickett could bounce back this week, but he's going against the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't see his first win coming in week 6 versus the Buccaneers, but I think Brady on the other side is going to have a great game. Number 2, I have Josh Allen versus the Chiefs. Josh Allen and Mahomes, when this is a big game, they rise like Cajun. They show out. So I got Josh Allen at number 2 versus the Chiefs. I got Aaron Rodgers at number 1 versus the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers number 1. I think he's going to be the best quarterback of week 6. He got an easy matchup. If you look at the matchup, he got the New York Jets. The New York Jets they had a good week last week and they won versus the Dolphins. But it's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Top 3 quarterbacks of all time. Top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Maybe top 2 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. I got my number 1 versus New York Jets. The matchup is just favoring the the Green Bay Packers, even though they did lose the New York Giants in London last week. I think Aaron Rodgers, he's going to have that fire in him. He's going to bounce back versus the New York Jets. Now we get to wide receivers. At number 5, I have Hollywood Brown going against the Seattle Seahawks. Divisional matchup, when it's divisional matchup, players show out and they do their thing. That's what I think Hollywood Brown's going to do. I get him at number 5 versus the Seahawks. At number 4, I got Tyreek Hill. Even though the Dolphins are starting a rookie quarterback, I believe in Skylar Thompson. You guys can clip this. I believe in Skylar Thompson. He will hold it down this week for the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are going to win, like I said in my game picks. I think Skylar Thompson's going to hold it down for the Dolphins, and I think Tyreek Hill's going to help him. Tyreek Hill's going to be that main target Skylar Thompson's going to be thrown into. I got Tyreek at number 4. I could have put Tyreek at number 2, but my number 2 wide receiver I think is going to outperform Tyreek Hill. At number 3, I got DK Metcalf. Like I said, divisional matchup. When it's a divisional game, players just show out and they want to win. Every divisional game, you could be last game of the season and you have no wins. You want to win that last game just so you can beat your divisional rivals, so you can mess up the playoff up, so you could just mess up your divisional rivals. Nobody likes the divisional rivals. At number 2, I got Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase, he's been quiet so far this whole year. Last week I have him breaking out, but he just did not break out last week. But I think this week he's gonna show out versus the New Orleans Saints. Him and Joe Burrow is walking in with LSU jerseys on. So let's see if they could bring that same thing they brought, the chemistry when they're in LSU. Let's see if they could bring that same thing to New Orleans versus the Saints. At number 1, I got Jay Jettis, Justin Jefferson. He had a big game last week, and now I think he's going to have another big game this week versus the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins, great team, but Justin Jefferson is a great wide receiver. Great wide receiver. So yeah, those are my top 5 wide receivers. Justin Jefferson, I think, is going to be the best wide receiver of week 6. Now we get to Eno Benjamin. James Conner went out, and also who is Arizona's second running back? Let me check that. I know James Conner is the number 1. I don't know who the number 2 is. Yeah, I don't know who the number 2 is, but he got injured, so Eno Benjamin is gonna have to step up, and I think Eno Benjamin is gonna step up. I think he's gonna have a big game versus the Seattle Seahawks. I got Eno Benjamin at number 5. At number 4, I have Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson had a big game last week versus the Panthers. The Niners split Jeff Wilson and Tevin Coleman carries, but Jeff Wilson did absolutely his thing when his numbers got called, and Tevin Coleman, same thing, did his thing when his number got called. But I think Jeff Wilson's gonna have another good game this week versus the Atlanta Falcons. I won number 4. At number 3, I have Breece Hall. Breece Hall is one of the best rookies running back right now, possibly offensive rookie of the year is Breece Hall. He got the Packers tough matchup, but I think Breece Hall is gonna shine today versus the Green Bay Packers. At number 2, I have Aaron Jones going against the New York Jets. No, the New York Jets, yeah. Going against the New York Jets, Aaron Jones, I think, is gonna have a big game versus the Jets. Same thing with Breece Hall. I think they're both gonna have a big game. It's gonna be a big rushing day for both of them. Also, I think Aaron Jones is gonna be in that backfield a lot, like getting a lot of catches from Aaron Rodgers, dump down, some spring plays for Aaron Jones. I want number 2. The best running back of the week I have is Austin Eckler on Monday Night Football versus the Denver Broncos. I think on primetime, Austin Eckler will show out a divisional rival again. A lot of divisional games on this list who I had. But yeah, divisional games just brings out a different monster in you. So yeah, these are my top players of week 6. These are the top players of week 6. These are it. Yeah, just a quick pre-show for you guys here on Sunday. We are 35 minutes away from games. I did my pre-show. I did the JFN pre-show, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Those were my top players. Those were my game picks. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Go follow my TikTok. Like I said, I post all my game picks on there now. I also post some mini recaps. I didn't do it in 2 weeks. I did it for week 3. I'll be doing a JFN recap this week on TikTok. So go follow me on TikTok, guys. Have not. I'll be recapping this week. I'm trying to be more active on TikTok. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers, so go follow me over there. And yeah, the low 10-minute show. I'm ending on 10:27. So I guess see you in the next one.